Okay, we got a typical Saskatchewan whitetail deer cape here. And this is the way they come to the tannery, frozen. The face still needs to be turned, so the ears need to be split, and the eyes, the lips and nose and whatnot. And then the whole thing needs to be fleshed and salted before we can do anything with this. So the taxidermist for this particular cape did a nice job of knocking the majority of the meat and fat off, so it's not a wet, drippy mess. And we will get started on it. I usually try and inspect it, see if there's any holes, hair missing. If there is, I document it, take pictures. That's about all you can do. Every animal is different, and a lot of times it's not a taxidermist that is doing the skinning or the caping, I should say. A lot of times it's just a hunter or an outfitter, and sometimes they have so many to do that I guess they get in a rush, and they don't always come this nice anyways. But it looks good. Just some bullet hole marks you can see from the bruising. Now I generally start with the ears, and it's just like any other animal, they just have a little longer ear. And I'll try and keep this in the camera zone. I'm gonna land right here, right close anyways. Right there. And that is right here where I'm hitting. And it's common to put a hole there. Even though it shouldn't happen, it's still common that you'll find them with a hole there. You're just going to cut along the white membrane for the most part. if that shows up. Some places it's just harder to get at than others. You just take your time. The tendons on a deer ear can grip that skin very tightly. Sometimes they turn like nothing, and other times they will fight you the entire way. I usually test with my fingers before I use the openers. Now we'll use our opener. You know, we're halfway up the ear more. You have to be careful with these because you can tear an ear pretty easily if you're just not using it properly. Make sure you always have lots of tension down on your ear. And I like to fold back with my hand and keep my thumb right at the tips as well. And keep everything tight. And you shouldn't have any problems.
You okay? Why don't you go upstairs and do that guided meditation now?
And this ear is being temperamental. Probably because I'm making a video. But it's tight anyways. The tendons are tight. There's a great example. You see that? You just can't. So we'll go back with our scalpel and we'll clean this area up right here. Just still doing the same thing. See? There's an injury. Okay, gotta clean the meat and butt end of the ear off as well. Trimming that up a little bit nicer. And we'll go back in and make sure we're at the edges, because you want to bring that right out to the edge. See how that's coming? and you can see the actual edge of the cartilage. Now, we don't remove the cartilage. If the taxidermist wants to, they can. Or they can bondo their ears instead of a liner. But we want to get them right to the edges for them as best we can. All done. Okay, one more to go. Okay, we have both ears turned now and cleaned up. So we're going to start on the face. There's the lips and the nose and the eyes yet to do. So we'll start on the lips. I usually start on the upper. And we'll get those ready as well. Having a sharp scalpel all the time is well worth it. A lot of people spend time on their steel, sharpening them, but I don't do that with these. I prefer to just have a brand new one on, pay the 40 cents. If you go through 4 or 5 of them even, whatever, it'll make your job a lot easier. And if you're doing this to make money, it's a deduction. Don't waste your time and money if you're doing this with basement remedies and degreasers that will work but aren't actually degreasers. If you want the job done right, use industry chemicals and you'll get a far superior product. That's what this stuff is done, or that's what this stuff is made for. You just run your finger right on the inside here, and you can feel when it's split. So that's why I keep my index finger underneath that. And for the most part, you can tell if it's completely split or not. Just take your time. And same with the bottom.
Sensitive scalp, skip the hair drama. Try Batiste's sensitive scalp dry shampoo for instantly refreshed, fabulous looking hair. With a gentle, dermatologically tested formula that leaves no weight residue. There's a Batiste for everyone.
What if
with a side of extra savings. Visit southtown.com/kit to switch today.
And that bottom lip goes in a long ways. So just pull it and push your finger in there. And you can see where the line is. That's got to come down some more. There we go. Even a little more. There we go. So that's the lips turned. And the ears. Now I'll do the nose. What I do is I cut this nub off. Not the whole thing, but most of it. And I come down and I take that right off. Because it serves no purpose except for making a crooked cut with your scalpel. And there's no point in doing that, so. And then with a sharp scalpel, I make my first cut right there. And then I can just split this. Sorry if I'm getting that out of shot. That cartilage will pull right back. And just keep looking for that membrane. Most of the time it's pretty white, like if you can see that. You'll see it open up. That's what you're going to follow. A little more there. There we go. Well, we could take even a little more. Look at that. There we go. Okay. All we have left to do is the eyes and the tear ducts, because deer have these glands underneath their eyes. I always just stick my finger in the backside and get whatever goop is in there. Sometimes there's dirt, kind of like an earwax in there. You can see my finger there. Quite often these get nicked. And we'll put that eye through the cone.
Feels good to be home. Shop for new appliances with confidence.
And we'll start working these eyelids.
Save more on qualifying kitchen appliances. Ashley makes it easy to shop for appliances.
Build a truck like no other. We ask the tough questions, like what if intelligent power could take you further?
And take it right down to skin. You'll see whisker butts around the eyes. And you're better off cleaning all this up really well around your butts now than on the wheel after everything's been dried, rehydrated, and pickled. Just best to do it off the get-go. You'll see that separation happen there. Oh no, you won't. You're not even in the shot. I'm so sorry. Right there, there's that line. And here's that gland. Just lightly go over that. Looked like I was sawing, but I'm just letting the weight of the scalpel do that cut for me. That's very thin here. You have to watch because you can slice through the eyelid pretty easily. We'll clean it up on this side. There's my gland, put it on point.
Here for late night vibes. Here to help you manage your money and keep your budget.
There's kind of a sinew line right here, or cartilage,
We're here for it all.
in between the eye itself and that gland. You want to get rid of it as well.
My stepdad used to say the best way to know a thing is to take it apart. Put that scary. Then you can see what it's really made of.
You should take your dad's advice. Break yourself down. See what you're made of.
Here goes nothing. If I'm gonna protect people, I gotta start thinking outside the box.
So that's all cleaned up. Now we'll do the other one. Okay, so the face is completely turned now. And next step is to flesh the whole cape. And we'll take it over the beam to do that. That's how I flesh most of the deer capes here. Okay, we have the cape up on the beam now, and we're going to start fleshing. I start right at the nose, and I'll work the sides and top of the face, and then I will work my way back to the shoulders. Just take your time. The more comfortable you get with stuff, the quicker you'll go. Just keep working it. Gets thinner in this area here, in the front chest. And it's an area you really don't want to put a hole. It's hard to hide a hole on a deer. In the front. If they're being difficult when you're flashing, sometimes the saddles, the membrane doesn't like to come off as nice. You can put a little bit of salt on there. Let it sit for 20 minutes. Just hang it loosely over. And it can help a lot if you're having troubles. It just kind of holds a bit of moisture. It makes the skin and the membrane kind of separate, or one shrinks up more than the other, you know what I mean? When you're flashing anything, and you come to a spot where there is a bullet hole, you make really sure that there is no fragments left in there, no shrapnel. The reason I say that, it won't hurt your hide whatsoever, but when you're at the stage of shaving this hide after pickle, and your blade on your fleshing wheel hits it, you just threw $200 away because you wrecked your blade. Also another reason on why I won't tan fur bearers like coyotes and whatnot shot with shotguns. It's not an ethical thing. The BBs wreck the fleshing wheel. And let me tell you, you'll say some choice words when that happens. Okay, this guy is ready for salt. So, I'll take you over there next. Okay, we're at the salting station here at the table. We use a high-grade food-grade salt. It's non-iodized. It's I'll show it to you here in a little bit, but it's actually finer than table salt. And we use lots of it. Salt is a very, very important thing in the tanning industry. It does so many things. From removing blood stains to drawing oils and plasmas to help blocking follicles and used as an antibacterial. There's so many things. You want salt everywhere. Every little tiny nook and crevice. You got to make sure you roll it around where the cuts are. Sometimes it will fold over, so you have to make sure you get salt into there. Same with the lips, you make sure you get them open back up, because they'll roll up on you. Get them back open again and get that salt into them. And that's why I like the table. It has 3.5-inch sides on it. It holds lots of salt. So you can really work it into the face, nostril, all the areas that are a little finicky to get at. And I am always excessive with my salt. Okay. When I salt the face, hair side, get it into around the eyes and those glands. Just in case any bacteria got into it. And then we'll fill our ears right full of salt. Not only will this keep your ears from slipping, it will clean them just exceptionally well, especially on bears. Bears, they're dirty, and this salt will draw so much of the crap out of their ears, their wax, all of that. All right, we'll sprinkle a little salt on it. Then we start rolling it up.
Set your vehicle on fire. Follow these steps. 1. Check the wires. 2. Stand in the doorway.
There we go.
Cross arms and keep feet together.
It's going to sit like this. It'll go onto a dripping rack, container underneath it,
Do not go back.
and it'll sit for about a day or so.
10 meters
Take the salt off and
always remember.
do it all over again. It'll sit for another day or so after that, and then it's ready to be rehydrated and put back into a pickle. We'll do that some other day. Thanks so much. We're at the salt stage.